driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty,
on first down, Clifford. And his first look is incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
and the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of...
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike.
Off the play fake, Clifford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Broncos. KJ Horner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 20.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st and 10, Clifford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home.
I saw. Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Clifford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Throwing on first down, Clifford. And going right back to Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Footing like...
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Around 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes and going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
These two teams all tied after one.